Hey guys, it's Dr. J here. Welcome back to the exciting world of mobile app development. In this video, we will embark on a journey to create a personalized greeting card application. Join me as we walk through each step from setting up a new project to designing a user-friendly interface and then coding the application. Get ready to unleash your creativity and technical skills as we dive into the captivating realm of mobile development. This application will make use of an image. It will use many different labels for each of the different text that needs to be displayed. And it will also make use of a text box where the user can type in a name and then finally click on a button, print card, to display your birthday greeting card. I am currently logged into the Thunkable application. So let's start creating our app. I'm going to click on Create New App, and my new project name is Greeting Card Application. I'm going to select the category of education. I'm going to keep that at public, and we're going to click on Create. So this then sets up our greeting card application, and I've got a blank screen. I'm going to start off by dragging an image. I'm also going to drag in a label. The label will be our heading, and then we've got an image which will be a border for the greeting card. I'm then going to need another label where I will ask the user to enter their name. I am then going to use a text box. The text box is where they're going to type in their name. And then I'm going to need a button. I've got the button, and when the button is pressed, then the greeting card is going to show up. I'm also going to need some messages that are going to be displayed on our image. So I am going to need a few more labels. But before I put those labels on, let me first let's first complete our heading. So I will click on my label, that's label 1, and we'll call this greeting card application. I am going to set a few other properties, so I will make that bold. I will also centralize that. And perhaps we can scroll down and change the background color. For now, I will choose that particular green. I will then go on to my image. So the image is selected. I need to find some type of a border background in which our text is going to fit into. Let's go to Pixabay, which I already have open, pixabay.com. I'm going to search for frame background because that's what I want for my greeting card. As I scroll down, I'm looking for something that catches my eye, and I like this particular image. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say copy image address. Back in the Thunkable interface, ensure that your image is selected, and under the picture property, I'm going to click type in URL. I'm going to remove the HTTP and I'm going to press Control V to paste. So this is the image that appears. This image looks a little distorted, and the reason for that, it's because the picture resize mode is set to stretch. So I'm going to change that to center. So the picture is centered. I think that picture looks better. It's now no longer stretched. If you think there's too much of space on the top, we could move the picture. I don't want to have too much of a white space between my label and my picture. I can now adjust these labels, moving them up like so. And we need some labels in which our messages are going to be displayed. So remember, the user will type in their name here. Well, let's sort this label out by telling the user to enter your name. So when the user enters their name and presses the button, and the button is going to be, let's select the button and let's say print card. So when you click on the print card, then it's going to display some messages on this greeting card. So I'm going to add a few more labels to get those messages displayed. The first message will be happy birthday. So that will appear in that label. I'm going to display a second label. This will then print the person's name. And finally, I'm going to have a third label with a message wishing you everything of the best. So I'm just placing these labels on my screen, and I will adjust them later based on how the messages turn out. Try and design something that looks a little better. The green does not go with the frame that I've chosen. So I'm going to go back to my label and I'm going to change the background color. That I'm also not happy with that color. So let's choose something perhaps like this that blends in a little better. The blue button, let's create something similar with the button. The background color again, I'm going to select something similar that blends in. So there it is. I've got my picture. I've got my heading. The user types in a name. So this is my interface. When I run it, it's going to look something like this. We can adjust some of these labels a little later once it displays information. At this stage, I would like the first label to have the message happy birthday. And I would like the last label to say wishing you all the best, something to that effect, all the best, whatever. But we have a message. The message, the third label, and the first label, those values are fixed. In other words, I could go to the first label and I could type happy birthday, and similarly, I could do the same for the last label. And put in my message at design time. The middle label requires the value to be set from the text box. And because it's getting the value from the text box, that needs to be done at coding level. So whilst I can fix the value for this message, and I can also fix the value for that message, I'm going to rather code these values. So keep in mind, you can set the values. If they're static, if they're fixed, you can set them at design time, or you could set them when you are coding your application. Let's jump into the coding of this application. I will now click on blocks, but before I click on blocks, remember that I need to click on this button, and that's the trigger for the card to be populated. So when I go to blocks, I'm going to find my button. There's the button component, and I need a when button click. So that's the trigger for this entire application. Now, what should happen when the button is pressed? So the first thing that needs to happen is this label, and that happens to be label 3, that needs to say happy birthday. So let's go back and let's go to label 3. And I want to set some text for label 3. So there it is. I want to set some text. So label 3 text, we're going to set that to happy birthday. There we are. So that's set, and I can drag this into our block. So when the button is clicked, label 3 is going to have the text happy birthday. Then I would like this particular label, which is label 5. Let's put in a message that says all the best. So let's go to label 5, and I want to set, there it is, label 5 text. We're going to set that to wishing you all the best. And let's drag that into our block. So if we do a quick test and I now run my application, if I click on print card, you will notice it has happy birthday, wishing you all the best. The next step is to get the name from the text box into that label. So let's go back to editing. Let's see which label this is. So that is label 4. And label 4 needs to get the value from the text input 1. So I go back to my blocks and I want label 4. And I want to set the text as I did with the others. So label 4 text, but this is not a fixed value that I'm setting into label 4. We need to get the text from text input 1. I click on text input 1 and I want the text input. There it is. So the text input, the text that will be typed in, needs to be positioned in place of this label. And you'll notice the position of the shape of this particular piece. It fits into that particular set. So this is an attribute where we are setting label 4's text to text input 1 text. So let's drag that in. That clips in. So we've now set label 3, we've set label 5, and we have also set label 4. So let's give this a test to see what that would look like. So when I now give this a run and I now enter a name, Tigger, and I click print card, you will see it says, "Happy birthday, Tigger. Wishing you all the best." You can improve the design by perhaps moving Tigger a little higher up and your message as well. So let's quickly do that. We'll need to go back to editing. So this particular label, I will drag it a little higher up. For the first label, I'm going to click on bold. So that will automatically be in bold. And this label, I'll drag that a little higher up. I'm also going to set, maybe I won't do that now. Let's give this a run and see what that looks like. When I enter the name, Tigger, print card, so that looks a lot better. I like the design. Perhaps what I'd like to improve is when I run the application, I wouldn't like it to say label, label, and label like that. So let's remove from each of that. I'm just going to delete the word label. So when I run it, it appears with just the frame. And now if I give it a run, there, you don't see those labels. And when I enter the name, everything will then appear at once. That looks good. We could take it to another level if you'd like to. We can go back to editing. I can then set the image, the visible property. I'm going to click on this and hide the image. So this image is hidden. So when you run it, now you don't see anything except requesting to enter your name. So what we will now need to do is go back to our coding section, and we want the image to become visible. So I'm going to go to my image. There it is. I need the entire block. I dragged the incorrect thing. So this is what I want. I want to set. So this particular block I'm going to delete, and this is what I want. I'm going to set image 1 visible to, I'm going to click down here to true. So that's going to happen first. So I'm going to move that to the top. So when button 1 click, the image becomes visible, and then all the other labels are populated. Let's give this a run, and let's type in a name. And when I type the name, print the card, and it's a surprise to the user where they see a beautiful picture. Happy birthday, Tigger. Wishing you all the best. So there's a lot more we could do. We could also add some speech, some text, so that it will say happy birthday, Tigger. That could be another feature that you can add. So this is a project that prints a greeting card. I hope you enjoyed the project. Till the next video, bye.